Hello and welcome to Coffee Talk with immigration attorney Brian D. Lerner. I just tried to stream without the microphone, and apparently people couldn't hear, so here I am again. So as you might know, Trump has been impeached for a second time, and I'm getting a lot of calls and emails how it will affect their immigration status or people coming into the U.S. So I want to address that, but first let me just talk about how the impeachment works so that you have a better idea of what's going on and how it might play out. So in Congress there are two houses. There's the House of Representatives, which has like 425 people, and the bigger the state, the more population, the more representatives they have in Congress. And then there is the Senate, and the Senate has 2 senators for every state, regardless of how big or small. So first things first, it goes to the House. The House is the one that always begins the impeachment process, and they draft the articles of impeachment. It then goes to debate, and then from there will be a vote up or down whether to impeach the president. And it only needs a higher than a 50%. So that's what happened, and what that means is now, since he's been impeached, it can go to the Senate, and it goes to the Senate for trial. And in the Senate, they need more than a 50% vote in order to win. In order to convict, basically. They need to have 2/3 of the Senate vote to convict the president in order for essentially him to never be able to run for public office again. And in this particular case, this impeachment, there is a considerably higher chance it'll actually happen than with the first one. The first one, it was dead on arrival, for sure. I mean, McConnell stated so much prior to the first one, wouldn't let any witnesses, stopped all the real happenings of a trial just to get it over with. But this time it's different, and by the time it gets to trial, and by the way, it's going to get to trial after Trump leaves office, which is sort of strange, because the natural purpose of a conviction of an impeachment is to kick them out of the White House, but he'll already be out. But the purpose here is a little different. The purpose here is to impeach, convict, and then do a vote to never allow Trump to run for public office again to protect our country. And McConnell has not said one way or another that he'll vote for impeachment, but he has not said he won't vote for impeachment, and he said it might be a way of ridding this country of Trump. So that's a good sign as far as it going to the Senate. Now, when it gets there, it'll take time, and Biden will already be president, and we'll see what happens. If there's no conviction, then he'll be able to run for public office again, unless, of course, he's convicted of a felony and multiple state problems that he has with New York and D.C. and probably Florida. So we'll see how that goes. But the way that it might affect the immigrants is twofold. First of all, if he's convicted in the Senate, and if, of course, they vote that he's never to hold public office again, President Biden will be more emboldened to push forward on his immigration agenda, which basically is the opposite of Trump's. Trump's immigration agenda was do anything and everything anti-immigrant. If you recall, they have the cages for the kids and the border. They stopped everybody from coming in, and they have the remain in Mexico policy. They essentially stopped asylum because they basically made the CDC stop everybody coming in, saying it was a public hazard, when the reality is it's already here. And I could go on and on. So Biden is going to reverse as many of these anti-immigration policies as he can and as quickly as he can. But with Trump having a conviction based on the impeachment, it will embolden him, I suspect, to move faster, because we won't have to worry about interference at all from Trump. And then the Trump loyalists, who we know who they are, if they know that Trump cannot be in public office again, they do not have to vote or kowtow or do anything a typical Trumpeter does in order to appease him. They can actually do what's better for the country. And so it would be good for immigration if the conviction did succeed, and if the vote went forward not allowing Trump to enter public office anymore. And because of that, the immigrants should be very happy. And to be honest, they should be very happy that President Biden, who's currently president-elect for another week, will be president come in a week, and begin the healing process and begin to again make immigration possible in the U.S., both legal and illegal. So if what Trump did is he stopped all kinds of legal immigration from coming in, making it more difficult. So those roadblocks will be taken away. And then for people who are in deportation proceedings, they'll start having real deportation hearings, not just pro forma, check the box, deport type proceedings, which is, what a lot of the judges were doing. So if you like the video, click like, subscribe, and more on the coming weeks. Thank you.